Hello everyone, welcome to Mom Time with Chiku. Today's recipe is shortbread or shortie. It is a traditional Scottish biscuit made from 1 part sugar, 2 parts butter and 3 to 4 parts of wheat flour or Maida. It does not contain leavening agents like baking soda or baking powder. Widely associated with Christmas festivities, but do we even need a reason to make cookies? We can also try it with different ingredients like rice flour, oats flour, etc. But here I'm going to use Maida or regular flour. It's not a cake, it's not a bread, it's just a cookie, non-katai version of Scotland. Come, let's go into the recipe. Room temperature butter and Maida and powdered sugar, and here I have butter which is in room temperature, or else you could microwave it to get it to room temperature if it's from the fridge, and vanilla essence, 1 teaspoon of salt or as required. If you're using unsalted butter, you use salt, else if it's a salted butter, do not use salt more. And we need a hand mixer. I'm using a hand mixer, or whichever mixer you have, or whisk is fine. Now empty this butter onto a large wide bowl. Make sure you use a large wide bowl because it's going to spray a lot. We have put in the essence and a bit of salt. Now let's mix all this up in the mixer. You should get a very fluffy and soft texture or a creamy texture of this butter when you're mixing. We first put in only butter, salt and vanilla essence. Now we have powdered sugar. You could also use alternatively like a confectionery sugar, or we are blending in now sugar part by part so that we don't have any clumps. It should get a nice fluffy texture to this butter and sugar mixture. We keep mixing it on a slow or a first speed, very gently. Take off all the sides so that no powder is left on the corners of the bowl. Now the mixture gets a nice lighter fluffy creamy texture. You can see the peaks in this batter. We use cups, 1 cup or a 1 teacup. I've measured almost same. We're going to use the flour 1 3/4 cup and slowly adding it in so that we don't have clumps. Parts by parts, make sure to add them because they all start falling off from your bowl. And at this stage I prefer to mix in with my hands so that they are all blended in without messy, and the warmth of my hand also blends in the butter with the dough to give a nice smooth dough that we require for this cookie. Now in some time the dough has formed and it's very soft, softer than the atta or a chapati dough, and once you roll it out in a ball, there are no clumps, there are no cracks. If there are cracks, you can use a little more butter to blend it in, and now you roll it into your desired shape, either in blocks or in rounds, however you want, or you shape balls and then you make your own shape, however you prefer. It's up to you. Now you can also keep it in refrigerator for few hours or overnight and use it whenever you want to bake this non-katai or a cookie, or you could use it freshly. This one is fresh, and this one I have kept it in the refrigerator for at least 2 to 3 hours. See how hard it is, and we can cut it as it is. And this is a fresh one. I'll first cut the refrigerated one to show you how hard it is, and it will be easier to cut it into a rectangular shape. Now I'm using the fresh one. I take part of it and malleate into a circle and make different other shapes that I can with the fresh dough I made. Now cut it into shapes, whichever shapes you want. There are cookie cutters available in the market as well, or you could shape them in the size that your kid likes it. Now I'm going to arrange it in the tray with a baking paper and fork it out with the holes in the cookie, because this is how a shortbread usually looks like. We have preheated the oven for 20 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius and 300 degrees Fahrenheit. For around 20 minutes your cookies will be done. Preheating helps the cookies come out perfectly. It's very yummy, and within 20-25 minutes you have the cookie ready. Now I am optional using a Nutella chocolate cream to top off this shortbread. It is even yummier when you have some chocolate dips, or you could eat it as it is. Choice is yours. I prefer Nutella, and it's really yummy and the kids love it. Even though it is made with Maida, it is really healthy. You know what you put in, and hope you like this recipe. Please try out and let me know how it came. And please like, share and subscribe with your friends. And let me know what else you would like to see. Thank you all.